Bumper to bumper, we love them old cars.
Jeff, g'day and welcome to Bumper to Bumper. How you going?
Thanks a lot, Rusty. Great to be here.
We're here at Wodonga TAFE for the Victorian Superkart Club trial day.
Yep.
How's that going so far?
Oh, it's been a great day so far. The weather's warm, as you know.
Yes.
But yeah, everyone's having a great time. Haven't had any dramas as such. Had a couple of tri-drive sessions and a couple of practice sessions already. Most people are getting through what they need to get through, so it's going really well.
All right, so what does the club put on these events for?
The days like today, tri-drive, part of it is to try and get people out to experience superkarting, basically. It's something that's not really well understood out in the general public, and it's great just to get people in seats and let them see how easy it is to get involved and how much fun it is, how quick they really are, even the smaller classes.
The club was established back in 1976 when a lot of sprint kart guys went road racing and decided they wanted to do it a lot more. So they got a group of them together and formed the club and then started racing at bigger tracks.
All right. Now, to talk about racing, what kind of karts do you actually race?
Everything from a non-gearbox kart up to a 6-speed 250 inline gearbox kart. So from speeds of 160 at Phillip Island to 245. So a big difference, and a good difference in the sense that we can have juniors in the smaller karts and experienced drivers in the bigger karts. Sprint karting is a fixed drive, generally like a non-gearbox kart, that runs on a track that's less than a kilometre long, and you'll find them in all little regional areas around Australia, and in the cities. So there's a lot of clubs in sprint. There's a lot of guys racing it, but they have small tracks and small competition. Superkarting, or road racing, is obviously by its name on bigger roads, so we race at race car tracks, Phillip Island, Eastern Creek, in every state, the big car tracks, Winton, Calder, Sandown, all those sort of tracks.
All right, sounds pretty good. And when you're doing 240 Ks, obviously not for the novices, but for the experienced guys, they're going just as fast as a V8 supercar.
As fast, if not faster, actually. They're probably a second and a half faster at Phillip Island than a V8.
Ella and I have already been out this morning. We couldn't get Ella out of the cart. She was having such fun. She did spin out, but she's had a ball. I've been in the cart. I'm waiting to get back in again. I say the speed that these carts go on, how fast they are, is just amazing, isn't it?
It is. Like at a track like Phillip Island, the Rotax Max, like you've been driving, does 175 k's an hour or so. So they are very quick. Around a track like here, they accelerate really well out of the corners, you know. If you drive it right, you can get a lot of speed, have a lot of fun.
What's the normal series for superkarts?
The normal club series is between sort of 6 and 8 rounds a
Yep.
year. So we'll race every month, basically. And we race 4 heats a day and a practice qualifying, rain, hail or shine. So it's, you know, when you're older like me, you've got to keep your fitness up a little bit. But, you know, once you've done it enough, it becomes a bit natural, that part of it doesn't hurt.
With new people coming into the sport, you've got a couple of different types of classes within the karts themselves. Just brief overview of those.
Okay, so we've got a control class, which we class as non-gearbox, which is based on the Rotax motor.
Yep.
We've got the junior class, which uses the same junior Rotax motor used in sprints, and we've got a club junior program, which is sort of a start off for a really young kid up to 16. Then after that, we've got Rotax Max light and heavy, depending on your weight. So they're once again non-gearbox. After that, you've got controlled gearbox class, which is stock Honda. Then you've got 125 open, 250 single and 250 twin cylinder.
You guys are racing with V8 supercars though on Phillip Island, Winton and all that.
Yeah.
That's just amazing in itself.
It is. It's worth getting into it just to do that.
Yeah.
So like around Phillip Island, the 250 twins do MotoGP pace, like they pull a 128 on the right day.
Okay, El, we're here at the Victorian Superkarts. We're in Wodonga. We're at the Wodonga TAFE for a trial day to try karts.
Yeah.
You're ready to go in about 15 minutes time. How are you feeling?
Excited but quite nervous. I've never done this before, so this is my first time getting out on the track, and I'm going to be all by myself, so not entirely sure what I'm going to do. Mainly nervous about getting in people's way.
So you did have a spin out there, El.
Yes,
I saw that, and you managed to get it back on track and restarted. So you listened to the thing about the ignition. It was good. How was it?
Yeah, it was really fun. Yeah, spin out was quite scary. Not gonna lie.
And what about when the faster karts come past? I did see you pick up the pace a little bit.
Yeah, I was being a little competitive and a little cocky. Not gonna lie.
Cocky's good, makes you fast. That's what it's all about. And then really later on today, we're going to be sending you out with your dad, so we want you fast for that, don't we?
Oh yeah, he better watch out.
So this is a Rotax non-gearbox kart. So this is our entry-level class, which has come from sprint racing. So in general, we get a sprint chassis. We change the front sprocket on the Rotax engine, and you can then add a nose cone. That's really all you have to do to go from sprint racing into superkarting. So this is the starting point. These karts are a centrifugal clutch, so you just put your foot down like an automatic and they will go. There's a brake, obviously. It's as simple as that. The technique of driving these karts in superkarting is, compared to the higher classes, is that the flowing of the kart is how you get it fast, because this is only 28 horsepower. Flowing means that you just drive in and drive out and keep the speed up. So in general, this kart would have a higher speed through a corner than our faster karts in the club, because you have to keep the speed up coming out. Your exit has to be fast. It's all about releasing one of the back wheels when you turn. So the technical part of a sprint chassis is that when you turn the wheel, that will go down, this comes up because it's a live axle, and it will release the back wheel and the drag. So the kart rolls through the corner. As soon as you turn this back, this touches the ground again, slows the kart. Tyres in this class, there's a choice. There's a choice of a particular hardness of tyre. So there's a few different brands, Dunlop, Maxis, etc. They all have the same hardness rating. So whatever you choose, they will give you the same amount of grip. It just depends on sidewall hardness and the way the tyre is constructed as to the way you set your kart up. So some people prefer these, some people prefer Dunlop, some people prefer an MG tyre. So it's really down to personal preference. Price of a second-hand kart would be, I suppose, between $3,000 and $5,000. If you wanted to buy a new chassis and new engine, you would spend up to $10,000.